Suppose I should link this over.
I suppose you should. By the way, hi everybody. Hey there, ho there. It's me, Jen Angster.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's get a little business out of the way before we dive into the exciting world of Cocaine Owlbear. First of all, Cody's with us, Brian's with us, Zane's with us, and Mike is going to be running us through Cocaine Owlbear. So that should be a hoot. Second, if we make $40 in super chats tonight, there will be the giveaway for 2 drive-through RPG cards for $25. That's how close we are to getting to where we need to be. Thank you, Mike, for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. And by the way, ironic that we have Zane here because I backed the Unnatural Selection backer kit for a physical copy of the special edition complete thingy. And if I reach 2,000 subscribers before they release, hopefully it'll make my life easier. But at 2,000 subscribers, everybody who's a member of the channel, $1 a month, will be put into a draw, and the winner will get that prize shipped to them from Backer Kit. So,
nice.
There's a good reason to subscribe and become a member.
Yeah,
great,
awesome.
And if we don't reach 2,000 subscribers and then they release it, I have to have it shipped to me at my new place in Canada, and then it becomes a pain in the ass to get it out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Let's get that done now. You can stop calling me out now in the chat, you dick. See, that's how Canadians talk to each other. Do you guys in the States finally get it? We're not mean. We just don't have sensitives. We're not sensitive about it.
I've been watching Letterkenny for a long time. I think I understand you Canadians real well.
Yeah, because Letterkenny is like a documentary about Canada, please.
Are you saying it's not?
Trailer Park Boys might be a little closer. I'm just saying.
Damn, that wasn't going to go. All right, that's harsh.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Malachi. Brian.
Yes.
I see you typing. Hi, Brian. Simulcasting. We are simulcasting on Brian's channel, Gaming with ADHD, as well as GM Cody, I believe. Mike, you can always simulcast this to the Banff podcast channel if you like as well, by the way.
All right, cool. I just sent Zane's character sheet to you on Facebook.
Of course you did, because, I never be your beast of burden.
Okay, I'll put it on Google Drive if that's easier for you. I don't make you work.
Hang on, I got it.
Zane, with your 30-hour work weeks,
Mike, it sounds like you're talking to us from the basement and you're looking for a specific size wrench, but we can't understand what the hell you're saying, so we're just throwing wrenches down and you're getting upset at us. Could you please speak into a microphone, please, sir?
How's that? Is that better?
Oh, it's so much better.
Okay.
Now, what shit were you talking about Canada while your head was turned away?
I didn't want to make you work too hard because I know you're used to those 20-hour Canadian work weeks, and you guys get all those holidays off to celebrate maple syrup and whatnot. I didn't want to put you out. That's all.
You think the C stands for France?
What?
That's a deep cut from Ultimate Avengers.
That's a deep ass cut.
15 years ago. Yeah.
Brian, did you not get that deep cut?
No, I did not.
So back in Ultimate Comics, there's a moment where Captain America is fighting someone or whatever, and there's something like, give up, and he's like, you think this A stands for France? It was just like, fuck. That's brutal. So there's my deep cut for the day. Okay, so business is out of the way. Hey, Paydar, what's up? Again, we reached $40 in super chats tonight, 2 gift cards to give away. And 2,000 subscribers, not necessarily tonight, obviously, but when we reach 2,000 subscribers, members only draw for the Unnatural Selection goodies stuff.
Awesome.
So that's going to be fun.
And if anybody's
I'm going to have
if anybody's interested, we just opened our post. Yeah, we haven't made an official announcement, so we're making it here. So we're making our post campaign add-on store. So if anybody wants to head over there, they can check it out and get the books or some of the add-ons or any of the things.
Head on over to Backer Kit Unnatural Selection. You'll find it. It's awesome. Dungeon Damsel is the branding, and you should definitely check it out because it's going to be awesome. The art's really cool. And even though I don't play Shadow Dark, I still backed it because I think it's very cool. And if you want to back the game we're playing tonight, I'm going to throw a link up here as a banner across the screen. It'll scroll across the bottom, and you guys can go on over to the Kickstarter because Mike doesn't know how to use little link, so you can go to that
you
one.
You want a tiny URL? I'm sorry. I forgot about your Canadian work ethic, sir. Forgive me.
No.
Knock
I
that
want
out for
people
you.
to type this shit in. That's www.kickstarter.com/projects/pew pew bounty hunters /cocaine owlbear deluxe snowblind edition.
You're killing me, bro. You're killing
Or you
me.
can go on
That's my
Kickstarter and
job.
probably type in Owlbear and you'll find it.
Probably.
Probably.
Well,
Let's not be
cocaine.
reasonable
Just
here.
type in cocaine. I don't think there's a lot of Kickstarters
Yeah,
with the word
that's
cocaine
true.
in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kickstarter says, "Oh no, we can't have this," and
Yeah.
it
How to
says,
get
you can't
yourself
sell
on a
cocaine
watch
on here.
list. Google cocaine a lot.
tinyurl.com/coke-owlbear. Get you there.
Owlbear. There you go.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
All right, let me go ahead and
Don't
change
sprain your
that
fingers
for
doing
everybody.
Control-C, Control-V. I don't
Oh
want you
my
to-
god! Ow! Ow! It hurts. Why? Why does it hurt? Why? Why? Why are we
this-
friends? Like,
Those
seriously.
are probably your crepe
We're
flipping
abusive,
fingers.
right?
What are you
We're
going
just
to do on
abusive.
Sundays now?
I'm sorry. What?
Those are probably your crepe flipping fingers. I don't know what you're going to do on Sunday afternoons now.
Oh, I hired movers.
Hired
I'm
movers.
not
Okay.
lifting shit on that
Okay.
day. Fuck that. All right, Mike. Enough shenanigans. Let's get the bears and the cocaine and the woodland creatures going, man.
All right. How about I share the PDF and I'll give the same elevator pitch to these guys?
Look at that.
who are-
I've even put you in the primary position.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm up there in missionary. Okay. Feel good about that. Okay. So you are all enchanted woodland creatures. Can you share my little PDF there, please, Bear?
Anything else you'd like me to do? Is Jesus. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, sir. So you're an enchanted woodland creature who has recently gained sentience when you ingested magical cocaine from the satchel of an unlucky traveler in your forest. With your newfound intelligence, you plunder the belongings of the courier you just killed. You find that he or she had a complicated heist plan written on parchment and hidden in their satchel bag. But it's not just any heist. It's a complicated heist that involves stealing more of the enchanted cocaine. This granted you sentience and made you really jittery. Can you take the chance that when the cocaine wears off, you'll revert to being a
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
to get more of that enchanted cocaine? Luckily, you have this written plan from the deceased courier that requires discipline and
Uh-oh.
a woodland creature prone to rage. So that's the basic pitch. You have two stats, cocaine and woodland creature. Both start at 3. You use your woodland creature stat for fighting, being savage, tearing things apart. Use the cocaine stat to do anything unrelated to being a woodland creature and doing it fast. It's a roll under system, so you roll 1d6, try to get under it. When the outcome of an action is in doubt, roll for it using the appropriate stat as described above. If you roll at or below your stat, you succeed. Frustration, if plan goes badly, move 1 stat point from cocaine into woodland creature. Greed, when a plan goes well, move 1 point from woodland creature into cocaine. If you're doing something related to your abilities, so the skills on your sheet or your role in the party, you roll 2d6 and pick the lowest. So you're rolling at with advantage, basically. When an action requires cleverness or speed, succeeds, move 1 point from willing creature to cocaine. If you ever get to 6 points in willing creature, cocaine high wears off, and you return to being fully feral and charged into the woods to do animal things. If you ever get to 6 points in cocaine, you abandon your quest, betray the party, and turn to a life of crime. You can voluntarily move 1 point from willing creature to cocaine by doing more enchanted cocaine, and Bear happens to have some on his character sheet. You can move 1 point from cocaine to willing creature by doing a flashback scene where you describe your pre-magic cocaine life as a denizen of the deep arboreal forest where you live.
Awesome. What did I sign up for?
I don't know. I liked Chris's reaction. It doesn't sound like my sort of thing. Okay, Chris.
And here, rendered in beautiful blood-splattered cover, is the map pulled from the courier satchel bag. And can you guys even see this over StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we
What
should
I'm going to
probably
have to do is I'm going to have to actually put the live stream on another window and make this full stream so I can still see the chat. So give me a second, please.
Okay.
Oh, no, they won't be able to see all the chats in the stream. So I'll have to I'm going to have to trust Brian to be my eyes. Brian, you're my eyes.
I got it open in another window.
Okay. That's
All right.
smart.
Should we do a quick second where we role play all of you guys meeting each other and exchanging names and high-fiving, whatever you do?
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Bear, would you like to start?
No,
No.
I want Cody to start because he's the best role player amongst us.
True fact.
Oh, I'm Randy the Raven. Wait a minute, I can talk. This is crazy. Can you guys talk?
Yeah. I'm I'm Buck the deer.
Whoa.
House teeth, man. Calm yourself.
You degenerates.
There you go.
How did I
You
get it
happy now?
around all of you?
So we have Randy the Raven. We have Buck the Deer. And who else we got?
There are those who call me Lou.
And I am Glitterhoof of the proud, noble unicorn clan.
I can't take it.
Very beautiful.
Okay,
I kind of like you, Glitterhoof.
Back off. peasant.
All right, so we've got the setup. You guys find this map of a mountain settlement with the jerky, barely legible handwriting from your cooked up courier. Looks like it's a rundown mountain town. Let's give it a name. Let's call it, what's a good mountain town name?
Snowtown.
Snowtown.
South Park.
South Park.
Okay, South Park. Pop culture
Howdy
references to
ho,
throw.
everybody.
And you can look over the map. It looks like the security is stout dwarven guards. And they have a, looks like a guard post there. The one, well, the southernmost entrance around the stockade. Although you notice if you look up by the house holding the cocaine, there is a note about patrolling orb-shaped monsters. And that's kind of concerning. So you can kind of look at the map, try to figure things out. North of the cocaine house, there's some kind of tavern, and there's a jail and armory above there. There's this little barracks up here with a couple of platforms that says Griffin Riders, but then it's crossed out, flew away. So that's a question mark. Up at the top of the map, there's a watchtower, House of Goman Graychin. Sounds like a dwarvish name. It says he's a spellcaster. And I have been talking for a while now, so I'm going to stop and let you guys look over the map and figure out what you might want to do.
What's our motivation again? I'm sorry, I missed
More
something.
blow.
No worries.
More cocaine.
Yes, you have gained sentience. You have gained
Right.
metacognition. You are aware that you are aware.
Right.
And
Where
this
are
is-
we in relationship to this map?
You can get there in about, let's say it's a mountain
No.
very close to your enchanted forest.
Left, right, up, down. Where are we?
Bottom.
Like, where are we
We're-
entering?
We're at the bottom. There's the gate.
Yeah,
At the
Ah,
very
okay.
bottom.
yeah, you'd be entering by the gatehouse where the stout dwarven guards are, unless you get sneaky and try to go in another direction.
I've got a plan. Here's what we're going to do. Buck and Glitterhooves
Yes.
will run by the gate, quickety split, and then Randy will fly in the face of the guards, distracting them, and then I'll come behind and rend them limb from limb.
Sounds good, boss.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
Hold on. Won't they know we're there if we do that?
It's going to be a bloodbath.
It's okay.
Randy's gonna ride on Glitter Hoop's horn there. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Just so it is all clear, you guys have finished your planning the heist session, and we're heading straight towards to attack the town.
Yep, we got our heist down. We know exactly what we're doing.
That's the plan, man. Just fucking fight our way through. No need to be sneaky. We're a unicorn, an owlbear, a raven, and a deer.
That's right.
We're going to wear a trench coat and pretend we're a really tall guy.
I have a
What the
trench
fuck?
coat. That's exactly what I'm wearing.
The Raven also has a trench coat.
All right, new plan. You two to pretend to be trench coat men. What the fuck? Let's just kill everything. Also, by the
Well,
way,
we could.
I would highly recommend not listening to me because I'm a coked-headed owlbear right now. I might not be having the best plan.
None of us do.
Fair enough. Let's kill everything.
Yes.
All right.
mean-
So you guys. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Sorry, I'm still looking at the map. I mean, it looks like this town is up against a cliff.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. But there's also a road going to the upper right corner, so it's going up the mountain.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
We want to go to the stuff where it says the stuff. That's where we're going.
Yeah, but maybe we shouldn't like it. I think if we try and just beat up the stout dwarven guards, they might keep us from getting to the stuff.
Yeah, but I've already got some stuff, and that'll give me everything I need because I'm the muscle.
But we need more stuff. If you already have stuff, don't you want more stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna get
that's
more
why
stuff.
we're going to the stuff. Sorry to argue with you.
This doesn't get you fish.
This doesn't get you fish.
Well, it says there's Griffin Riders. They're on the northwest corner of the map, so maybe that's a potential escape route. Oh, wait, that's the narrator voice booming down from the top of the treetops, and he'll stop talking now. So you
I
guys
think our first mistake is that Brian's trying to win.
Agreed. I run past the gate.
That's
Okay.
the spirit.
There is a patrol of stout dwarven guards looking at their hammers and doing dwarf things.
How many are there?
Let me find out. Hang on a second. I'm going to roll 2d6, and that will be the number.
Wow.
Oh, great.
While,
That would
while
have been
he's
nice information to have before we made the plan, Mike.
while he's running in the gate, I'm gonna.
There
cast-
are 5.
No problem.
I'm gonna cast a spell on him as he's running through the gate. I'm gonna cast Randy's Rhapsody of Resilience. You are blessed with Randy's resilience.
And I'm running past them, so I'm not going into the gate. I'm like pooping in their direction and farting and stuff, and trying to distract them and get them to chase me, and then I run past.
Okay,
You can't get me.
All right, so you're wearing your long coat as you poop and fart, try to cause a distraction, and then get them to follow you. Is that what's going on?
Yes.
All right, we're going to call that a cocaine stat activity or a woodland creature stat activity.
That seems like a cocaine stat to me.
All right,
I don't know. I grew up in the country. That just sounds like how deer behave all the time.
Let's go with cocaine. He said cocaine first. And you get to roll 2d6 because your raven friend cast that spell on you. Wait, first cast and see if the spell is successful.
Oh yeah.
That is a cocaine stat. So roll 3 or under.
3 or under.
Yep.
I failed.
All right. Sorry, you don't get the boost from the spell. Roll 1d6 and see if you can.
Failed.
Okay. That is a bummer. You only distract half the dwarves. So they're party
Okay.
2. So 3 of them chase after you. The other 2 are on high alert now watching the gate.
Well, now we've got Glitterfoot who can distract the other 2.
I was gonna say I'm gonna cast Gord's Gravity Gale
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys have spells
on the dwarves.
Oh, Zane, you didn't roll for. I thought I put spells on your character sheet.
No, you
Zane.
did. You did. I just didn't even see them. Okay, never mind. Shh. I'll shut up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast that because this way, if they're floating, then they won't be able to chase us.
that seems likely. All right. Roll a cast.
All right. So sounds like. They're both. I failed that one too. So
Wow. I'm going
All
to
right.
cast This Is Bat Country
this is bad.
All right.
and
That's
overwhelm the guards with bats. Can I do that, Mike?
fair. Please do.
Okay, so this
just-
is definitely a cocaine action.
Yeah.
So I have to roll under what?
3. Currently, your cocaine stat is 3.
Okay.
2
You made
Someone-
it. All right.
succeeded.
Yeah, all right. So you utter the name of the spell while gesturing grandly at the immediate environment. It unleashes a thunderous flock of illusionary bats that create general chaos, knocking enemies off their feet and causing them to scurry for cover. So, hey, quick bookkeeping thing. I am sorry. All you guys who rode badly, you need to move 1 stat point from cocaine into woodland creature because frustration does that. And Bear, because you succeeded, you move 1 point from woodland creature into cocaine.
So I'm now 2 woodland, 4 cocaine. Is that it?
That is correct, yes. And you can balance that out by doing more cocaine if you want to put more cocaine, or you can do a flashback where you role play and describe your pre-med cocaine life in the forest if you need to move back. But just wanted to. That's supposed to be the action economy that blah 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 drives the game. All right, so
That's how you sell a game, right there. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the boring part. The fun part is, that the deer shitting and running off, and you cast it as bad country. All right, so the dwarves are now bat countryed and disbobulated. You guys can sneak past if you want to. You can bop them on the head if you want to. What do you want to do?
I want to kill the guards.
All right. In their confused state, that is not a problem for you.
So I'm gonna balance myself out. So if I take my cocaine, does everything go to 4 or does it go back to 3 and 3?
Right now, you're 2 woodland creature, 4 cocaine, right?
Right.
If you take more cocaine, then you would move another point into cocaine. I'm not going to make you roll for killing them because they're just kind of floating gently in the air. They can't really, resist.
Okay,
so.
I just fucking killed them. I just murdered them fuckers.
Red and tooth and claw.
Indeed.
All right. So quick check.
Why
Zane,
didn't you love me, mother? Why?
Zane, you have 2 dwarves chasing you who aren't floating.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you taking them?
Right back to the group.
Right back to the group. All right. You want to describe the scene to your fellow enchanted woodland creatures?
You look over and you see Buck, who is looking a lot less.
Did we just lose Zane's audio?
Yeah, we did.
Oh. Am I gone?
No, you got a delay. You're good. Keep going.
Weird.
No, you got a delay. You're good. Keep going.
So what did you hear?
We see you, and then it just went dead.
Okay. All right. So you see me, and I look a lot more like a woodland creature, and I'm a little bit less amped up. So I'm kind of confused and come running back to the group going, "Hey guys, did I do it?" And following behind me are 2 angry dwarf guards.
Ramming speed.
Yeah, I was just all right, he's got these dwarves chasing him, and it's already going sideways. So I'm gonna try and stab one of the dwarves with my horn.
What do you mean sideways? It's going perfectly to plan.
And stabbing is one of your skills as a unicorn, so you get to roll 2d6 for that one.
All right. So when you roll 2d6, do you just have to get one of them below the stat? Okay, so then that one succeeded.
That succeeded. All right. Well, we call that a coke. I think we would call it an enchanted creature, wouldn't we?
Well, I was using my horn, so clearly that's a woodland creature thing.
So you move 1 point from cocaine to woodland creature, and you have stabbed one poor dwarf through the heart. He collapses. He slides off your horn and collapses dead. But there's still dwarf. Go ahead.
I'm gonna peck out the other one's eyes.
All right, go for it.
I'm getting a feedback loop from someone.
And I would say you can roll 2d6.
Probably me, because I just turned my volume way up.
You could roll 2d6 because that's kind of a cunning attack, and that's your descriptor.
I passed.
Yes. All right. So are we going to call that woodland creature or cocaine action?
I would definitely say it's woodland creature, right?
All right, so you move 1 point from cocaine into woodland creature, and now this dwarf is not dead, but he's blind, swinging wildly, cursing.
Okay, I'm gonna go hug that guy with my ferocious hug.
All right, go ahead and roll for it because he's not completely defenseless. He is swinging his axe around.
I get 2d6 on it because it's
you get 2d6 on it, yeah.
And I say unto he, "Hello, my name is Lou. I want to love you all night." 1 and 6. So 1 and 6.
Okay, but you did roll a 1. Okay,
1
so
and a 6. But it's
you
under
are
6.
successful, and you can let's call that a woodland creature skill because you are an owlbear. So I would say you can move one from cocaine into woodland creature. So all right, you guys have taken care of the guards. You now hear a general stirring around the village. Because there's just a very loud combat right there, and you hear people, 2 arms, 2 arms. There are intruders.
Make for the house, boys. I'll kill anything that gets in our way.
All right, guys. So tell me what you're doing.
So the house, you mean where the stuff is?
Yes.
Yep, right there, slightly left of center in the map where it says the stuff with 3 arrows pointing to
Okay.
it.
My
All
goal
right.
is to get you killed, Buck.
Then I lead the way
All right. As you get in
right
sight of
past
the
the dwarven guard station, straight up.
straight up, you see various townsfolk who see you guys and go, "Holy shit!" and go running in the other direction. And as you get close to the house, Zane, you see patrolling orb-shaped monsters with various stalks with
Patrolling
eyeballs
what? Orb shaped.
on.
Oh my.
Orb-shaped monsters.
The hell's an
You-
orb-shaped monster?
Okay.
I might even say
I'm
you
going to
behold
cast.
an orb-shaped monster. Wink, wink.
The orb is
Anybody-
winking.
The orb
I'm
is
going to cast
Oh,
Melvin's-
I behold it. Yes.
Melvin's Marvelous Mimes. Maybe you guys can't hear me.
Yep, you're casting Melvin. Okay, yep, go
Can
ahead
you
and
hear
roll
me?
for that. Yep, I can hear you. You're casting the mime spell.
Okay.
That is.
Oh my god, I got double 1s.
That's completely successful. Melvin's Marvelous Mimes. Roll to cast. Summons 2d6 mimes who emerge from an invisible curtain and mimic the actions of the caster. So, how many mimes are you going to get there?
Do I have to roll that? Oh yeah,
you-
2d6 mimes. I see. I got 4.
You got 4 mimes. All right, you got 4 mimes
Um,
following you now, Buck. What do you want to do?
All right. Can we're gonna run right at the each? How many orbs are there?
That's a damn good question, sir. Let me ask the dice. There are 6 orbs.
Okay. Then, if possible, I want to send 4 of the mimes, each mime after a different orb, including myself, and we're going to, all of us, we're going to do a dance. It is a forest dance of reverie.
Boop, 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 boop.
And what is the goal of the forest dancer reverie?
Distract them so that they are looking at us in gobsmacked confusion, while the rest of the group can do whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, and make sure they're looking away from the house so I can pick the lock on the door.
All right.
Okay,
that
then
sounds
I
good.
will angle us all so that we do that.
All right, perfect. It looks like the owlbear is on a cell phone call, so let's hope no one has to die in the next few minutes. Zane, we should roll for this to see if it's distracting. Do we want to call that an enchanted woodland? That's more of a cocaine action, right?
Well, when I succeeded at my spellcast, yeah, I guess I would have added that to cocaine. So
All right. Well, you want to roll cocaine?
then I got to get under a 3.
Yep.
All right, another 1. Woo!
Whoa. All right. You successfully distract all the orb-shaped monsters. I'm not going to call beholders because that's a trademark term from a much larger game company. But you have distracted all those guys for at least the next minute. So just keep dancing.
All right, then I'm gonna get up to
That's
the
what we're
door
doing.
and use my horn to pick the lock.
Hold on. I got this. I'll use his horn to pick the lock.
He actually has lock picking as a skill.
Oh, he does.
Yes, that's
He gets to roll
my role.
2d6 on that.
Okay, go
I'm
go for it.
I'm a technician.
That'd be a cocaine roll. So whatever your cocaine skill roll.
Okay, so real quick, actually, before I roll that, I should ask, because I've only got one in cocaine. Can I do 2 lines of cocaine?
If you really fast run over to Lou, hit some of that enchanted cocaine, and then when they make the roll, yeah, you can do that.
Lou,
What?
I need cocaine.
Well, that's why we're going to the house, you fool.
Look,
Wow, it's
I'm
really creepy
I'm
hearing
not
myself
feeling
roleplay
fast
that.
enough to pick the lock, Lou. You want more cocaine? I need more cocaine.
I always said you were a liability to this crew. You said you were a liability.
Cocaine.
Here's your cocaine, you whore. Here's your cocaine, you whore.
All
Look
right.
at Buck. He's dancing. He's bringing something to us.
I'm trying to open the door and get the cocaine.
Mike, is there like an upper window to this building?
Looking at the map, yes, there is. There's a little curved window above the doorway.
Is it open?
I'm going to roll a 1d6, and if the answer is 1 to 3, the answer is yes. It is not open.
All right. I'm gonna fly up to it and see if I can push it open.
Okay. Let me see if it's unlocked.
Smashing through windows is kind of like a cokehead thing to do. So, you know.
It is unlocked.
Yeah.
You can push it open.
I successfully picked the lock on the door.
All right. So you guys both enter the house about the same time. And from north of your position, Buck and Lou, you see the dwarven constable who tends the armory. He sees your hijinks, and he is ambling your direction very slowly, yelling at the orb-shaped monsters to quit being mesmerized by the mimes and do their job.
Is he gathering more people to him, or is he just by solo?
He's just solo.
Okay, once he gets close enough, I'm going to cast Hazy Shade of Winter on him.
All right, go ahead and roll the cast.
No!
You missed that one. Okay.
The hazy shade of winter.
So when you fail, I think you move one. When time goes well, time goes badly, move from cocaine into woodland creature. All right, so that didn't work. He is running towards you with his hammer up. And this is the point where the orb-shaped monsters stop being mesmerized.
Oh,
Okay.
boo.
You know, the
All right,
delay kind of makes it feel like we're on coke, so this is kind of like verisimilitude in gaming, I think.
I don't know why I'm delayed, but anyway, I'm gonna charge with my antlers. I'm gonna charge the dwarven leader guy, whatever his name is.
The constable dude, yeah. All right, go for it.
Constable, yeah, I'm gonna gore him.
All right, let's call that a woodland creature stat roll and
They,
roll under.
oh, okay.
Oh wait, and you're the muscle, so you roll
I want to make it a
2d6.
cocaine roll. Oh, good.
We can say random violence is a cocaine.
Oh
thing.
my God, 2 1s again.
All right, you successfully gore and take out the dwarven constable. A quick
I like the
flash.
complete lack of hit points.
I'm gonna leave him on my. I'm gonna leave him dangling from my antlers.
All right, that works. It's supposed to be a fast game, Ben. There. All right, quick flash inside the house. You guys have entered. There are no guards. There is one big strong box that it has a big padlock on it.
Can I owlbear the padlock open?
Well, you are outside with the.
Okay, then I
with
don't.
the-
I'm gonna go take a piss in the woods, in the bush.
All right, and two of the orb-shaped monsters follow you.
All right, I piss on the orb-shaped monsters. I don't give a fuck. I gotta piss.
All right. Well, then, I mean,
And the game's
let's-
falling apart.
Let's see
What
if
do
I
you
can.
expect?
Let's see if I can pick the lock on the safe.
All right, go for it. Roll under.
All right, I got a 2. I succeed.
All right, you crack it open, and there's a large satchel bag filled to the brim with enchanted cocaine.
All right, I take my nose and I just stick it right in the bag.
And you can add another point. For every hit you do, you can do another point. Same with you, Randy the Raven. Zane and Bear, you guys are outside with the now enraged and violent non-beholders.
Cool. I'm gonna hug one of them.
You're gonna hug one of them.
Well, I don't have any cocaine left because a fucking unicorn took my cocaine. Which, how often do you hear that on a Saturday night? But anyway. I don't. I fail. 6 and 5.
Fail. I fail. All right. The beholder hits you with a stunning ray of force, and you are momentarily knocked senseless. So Zane, is this the moment we've been building up to? Is this your dramatic sacrifice?
Perhaps so. How many are there now that are focusing on us? Four?
There
All
were.
All
One's focused. There were 5. One's focused on Bear.
5.
So you've got. Actually, there were 2 that followed Bear into the woods because he went to go take
All right.
a piss. So there are 3 focused on you.
Okay, I'm gonna do life in the fast lane, so I can do 2 things. Man, I am on a streak of 1s. I got life in the fast lane, so now I throw with the dwarven constable still adorning my antlers. I toss him at one of the orbs, and then with my antlers cleared, I stab another one.
Fair enough.
So I got a 2 on tossing at the guy at one of the dwarf at one of the orbs, and I got a 2 on throwing and on stabbing one with my antlers.
And was that under the relevant score or under the relevant stat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You take out the one with your antlers, and the one you threw the dwarf at. As he's getting knocked out, he looks at you and hits you with a ray of petrification. In your final heroic moment, you're turned into a statue.
You will remember me forever. I am always your friend. As I turn to stone.
The fuck is he talking about?
Pathos and Cocaine Owlbear. This is a full role-playing experience. We have humor, we have drama. What more do you want, Bear? What more do you want?
Not to be frozen so I can kill things.
All right, it's your turn. You can kill things. Guys in the cocaine stash house. You now have the big thing of cocaine. You hear sounds of combat outside. You hear Buck give his dramatic line as he gets turned to stone. Are you guys?
Yes. I'm gonna like shake off all this like my whole face covered white now, and I come bursting out of the house. Oh yeah, Randy the Raven, baby. Oh yeah, Randy the Raven, baby. Oh yeah, brother.
All right,
I'm just gonna attack from behind like the nearest one of these orb monsters. Just start pecking like crazy. Ooh,
It's just a peck attack then. You don't want to use anything else?
No.
All right, that's fair. All right, I guess it's a willing creature attack, so roll under the relevant stat.
I succeed.
All right, you managed to drive that one away with your annoying pecs. He, for the next turn or two, he is fleeing your avian attack into the woods. He might come back, but he's out of the picture for now. Glitterhoof the unicorn. What are you doing?
All right. So the first question is, how far does my rainbow teleport get me?
How far do you want it to get you?
I mean, can I get to the Griffin Riders with my teleport?
Let me think about that 1 second. Yes, you
okay.
can.
All right. Then I'm going to rainbow teleport
with the coke.
With the coke, because I mean,
Fuck the heck.
why would I share the coke? I've got it all, and
What
it's
a piece
amazing.
of shit. Told you that. Fuck you. I told you we couldn't trust that unicorn cunt.
Look, poor. Maybe if
Listen,
you were as cool
unicunt.
as a unicorn, I'd let you have some.
I'll find you in the woods and make coke out of your horn.
All right, we'll come back to you in a second. Brandy, you just chased off one. There are only 2 non-beholders left. Bear, you have regained your senses.
I wish to kill one of the non-beholders by hugging it to death.
All right, make the roll.
6. 4. No, I do not kill it.
What was your stat for this?
3 and 3, man. I'm 3 and 3 right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. You that was your Owlbear skill, so you got 2 rolls. So okay.
Yeah, I
All right,
can get
so-
it, buddy.
All right. So if it goes badly, you get to move 1 point from cocaine and woodland creature. It says in the
Well, I
character
could
sheet.
do some cocaine, except again, a cunty backstabbing unicorn took it my cocaine.
Don't make me come over there and stab you in the back.
I dare you to come over here right now with that cocaine. Don't forget the money.
All right. So the 2 the 2 orb-shaped monsters who we're not calling beholders, they see what's happened to their fellows. They see what's going on. They see the cocaine being gone, and they decide to vamoose. They're heading north. One of them heads towards the Griffin Rider stables, and the other is going right towards the watchtower of the magic user.
Would you just teleport the fuck out, Brian?
He said he was coming back to me.
Yeah. As you get there, you find a slaughtered barracks house of uniformed Griffin Riders. You find all the Griffins locked up, which you're going to ride them anyway. And you see an owlbear. You see a raven. You see a unicorn. And they're all kind of jittery. And they're all looking at you, going, "What's your name?"
I am Glitterhoof, the noble unicorn. Who's got all the cocaine?
Noble my ass.
"I am Diamond Maned, the noble unicorn, and I want that cocaine. And I'm Chico the Raven. I also want the cocaine. And I'm Archimedes the Owlbear. You found that apparently there was another party, much like your party, in that forest, who also found the cocaine." Huh?
Of course there was.
And they
Was a
see you.
priest.
They see the cocaine. There's this tense standoff. What do you want to do, Glitterhoof?
Die.
I'm going to try and use Gord's gravity gale again and levitate all of them.
You know what I love? We've lost viewers and the chat's gone dead quiet as we play this insanity. Let me see if I've lost subscribers while we're doing this as well, just for fun.
Oh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
No, it's fun, dude. I love it. Keep going. What are you talking about? Don't be
I'm having a
killed.
blast.
Oh, we gained a subscriber. Yay!
Hey, all right. It's the best quality for your podcasting entertainment dollar, Cocaine Owlbear. All right, so you're rolling Gorge Gravity Gale. Why don't you
Right.
roll that?
I
See if
need
it succeeds.
I need a 3. Wait, a spell I don't get. I don't have the advantage, so I don't get 2 dice on it, right?
That is correct.
Okay. 3. I succeed.
All right, so everything floats very gently.
Haha. Then I'm going to, if they're floating, I'm going to go up to the owlbear and kick it to push it away.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll? Oh wait, you know what? Actually, you had your action. You got your guys floating. Let's go back to Randy the Raven and Lou the Owlbear. What do you guys want to do? The 2 non-beholders just ran off.
So we have no
And-
more fuckers on us?
No more fuckers. One ran towards the Magic User's tower. The other ran towards the Griffin stables. So they're
Top
not the immediate
speed for
problem.
the Griffin stable.
Yes, Noble Lou, I feel we've been betrayed by this unicorn.
We will kill him later, but now we go quickly.
Onward.
All right, and this will probably be a more interesting scene if we just do a quick cut, and all of a sudden everyone's at the Griffin stables. There is
Yay!
an owlbear. You know what? Come to think of it, I don't think does the Raven give a fuck if he's floating? He's a Raven. This is
No.
probably not. This is barely an inconvenience for him at all.
Yeah.
So,
Barely an inconvenience.
all right. So Chico the Raven, because that was the original name for the Raven. He is going to cast a spell on all you guys there. Shit, he has lousy spells, doesn't he? Fuck.
You made him.
I did. That's why he's going to roll Call the Rocks. He's going to conjure a landslide at will and try to knock all of you guys.
How often can we use the spells? Only once per game, or what?
I thought you could use it whenever it was appropriate.
Awesome. Let me know when it's my turn.
Okay. Well, right now this guy is rolling to cast Call the Rocks. So let me roll 1d6, see if he's successful.
Rock.
He does. You guys are besieged by a magical landslide of bowling ball-sized rocks. He tries to knock you off his feet so he and his buddies can steal the cocaine. How are you guys going to navigate this?
All right, Mr. Owlbear. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sing you a song, a nice lullaby, and it's going to get you all amped up. And then you're going to body slam and elbow that bitch. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to cast Randy's Rhapsody again.
All right, go for it.
Definitely a cocaine action here, I think.
I'm
Lou
with you.
just looks at Randy. He's like, I'm starting to think you have a problem.
Ooh. I succeed.
All right. You have you can roll 2 dice now there, Lou.
What happens? What am I doing?
All right. Randy's
bonus
Rhapsody of Resilience. Channels the power of an epic ballad.
I'm gonna take out that fucking Raven on the other side.
All right, go for it. You get roll 2 dice on your attack.
5, 4. Nope.
God damn.
Hold on. Isn't your attack would be more of a woodland creature thing?
Wait, yeah, my stats are at 3 and 3 right now because someone stole my coke.
No, but like you failed like a bunch of things, so your cocaine stuff went down and your woodland creature stat went up. So
the DM didn't tell me to do that, so I'm not
Sorry.
gonna presume.
It's on the character sheet and I missed it. Yeah, if you have a failed roll, you're supposed to move 1 into the
Okay, so then my woodland creature is currently 5, and my cocaine is 1. So that owlbear hug would have hit.
All right, so you take out Chico the Raven. Ah! Poor guy.
That's how we do it, brother.
That fucking crow.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the other owlbear, who we'll call Archimedes, sees us going down. He's not happy, even though he's floating. So he's going to cast Hazy Shade of Winter to try and throw all you guys. Roll to cast. Everything in the immediate area is coated in a fine sheet of slippery ice and fogged in by freezing mist. That is not the most exciting spell, is it? You know what? He casts this as backcountry because that's just more fun. Try to discombobulate y'all. He needs to roll 3 or under. He rolls a 4 because he sucks. That is not successful. And the other unicorn, he's giving you the death stare, Glitterhoof. He does not like you. Mainly because you have his cocaine.
his cocaine. This is my cocaine.
Well,
I believe the term you're looking for is our cocaine.
Do you have the cocaine?
Do you have an easily grasped horn that allows me to rip your flesh from your skeleton?
Look,
Ooh, let's do this, unicorn.
yes, I do. But
Let's do this, Glitterhoof.
are you guys going to fight? Should Diamond Mane hold her action while you guys tear each other apart? Because I can wait.
No. Let's
All
get
right.
this going. Come on.
Diamond Hoof looks at you with hate, pure and centuries old in her diamond white eyes. Too many adjectives. And she casts what's known as Big Brown Beaver. Roll to cast. You summon a dire beaver from the elemental plane of beavers to complete one simple task for you. They're excellent chewers, diggers, and fighters. So 1 to 3, he's successful. He rolls a 5 because he sucks. God damn it. All
I
right.
said it was a she, so she's clearly gender fluid.
Yeah, sorry. So the opposing crew is still floating in air except for the Raven, who's dead, and you guys are there confronting your buddy Glitterhoof, who has the cocaine.
Yeah, I'm gonna ferocious hug Glitterhoof.
No, before he does that, I'm like, your time is up, Glitterhoof. You come against Lou and the Raven. You don't know what you got coming. Oh, yeah. Randy's Rhapsody on Lou.
All right, roll.
Roll to 1, succeed.
All right. Glitterhoof, would you like to negotiate, cast a spell, do anything before this attack happens?
I will. You know what? I'm going to simultaneously attack and stab.
Lou.
I'm gonna stab Randy to try and interrupt his spell casting. So
Randy
that
wasn't.
he can't.
You're trying to
give
interrupt
the
the spell that he already successfully. He cast the spell.
Oh, he cast the spell.
Ah, nice try, you coke-headed cunt.
If you want to simultaneously attack Lou the Owlbear, I will allow it.
All right, I'll attack Lou the Owlbear.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, here we go. That'd be a 6. And that'd
4.
be a 3. I got him with a 3.
I got him with a 4.
All right. Lou, you guys got each other?
Yes.
All right. Are you guys going for the kill, or are we just?
Oh,
trying
fuck yeah. This traitorous cunt deserves death.
All right. It's a very simple system, and you're going for the kill there too, right, Glitterhoof?
Oh, I mean, I can tell when an owlbear is trying to kill me.
All right. Well, in this horrible Coen Brothers scenario, you guys kill each other.
Andy, take the coke and run. You can live. You can live another day, Randy. You don't need no fucking griffins. You can fly away yourself.
Randy, your opposing party, they are still floating, but as Glitterhoof dies, the magic's going to die with him. So if you're going to make a move, this is your time.
Wait, so Lou's still around, right?
No, I'm
Lou's
dead,
dying.
baby.
He could probably get
Oh,
one.
because I've been betrayed by this pointy-horned bitch.
You fought well, Lou, and I will take this coke for you. And I just take it all up and then fly in the air.
Scene.
Dude, where's the mage casting the lightning bolt and picking him out of the sky and ending it on the dark note where crime never pays? Come on, man. Message for the kids.
I was trying to enter out of. I know.
And see.
All right, I'm back in charge. That's enough of that nonsense.
Cocaine Owlbear coming Kickstarter October 1st. tinyurl.com/cookowlbear. You and your friends can have this much fun.
Do you like cocaine? Wait, hang on. Let me rephrase that. Do you like pretending you like cocaine? And owlbears and doing Randy Savage impersonations? You too should back this Kickstarter for the deluxe edition. Betray your friends. Act like cokeheads. Be mythical creatures. What fun. That was actually a good time. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did too. I was a little nervous because of your extreme aggression as we got on the call, but
It says aggressive on the thing. Descriptor aggressive. I got.
You were fully in character.
And I'm a unicorn. I mean, clearly everyone else is beneath me.
Okay,
Well,
buddy?
this is accurate. Yeah, I could see that.
Bean says he should have been allowed to play because he would have beat us all. Including that treacherous, traitorous fucking unicorn.
Man, Buck died for nothing.
Huh?
Buck. He died for nothing. He got turned into a...
Yeah. He'd hung around another 5 minutes, he would have gotten betrayed too. That's fun, man.
Mike.
Good time.
Thanks, man.
You guys liked it? Any notes? Any suggestions? Ideas for stretch goals?
Any notes? Don't have a unicorn on your team because they're clearly shitty, betraying pieces of shit.
The only thing that I would recommend is on the woodland creature and the cocaine where it's talking about moving the stat back and forth.
Yeah.
Have something a little clear because I kind of ran with the assumption with, well, number one, trying to decide whether something is either cocaine or woodland creature is a little difficult.
Yeah.
But then also, like, when a plan goes badly or when a plan goes well, honestly, I would just change it to if a test succeeds
Mhm.
or if a test fails, because my understanding is that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, I think that's how it was in Honey Heist. We could change the verbiage up a little bit. So,
I'd,
all right,
I'd
cool.
definitely have hits, like one
You
hit,
think
two
hit
hit,
more?
three hit. So it's
Okay.
just something simple like that, because otherwise it's just well dead, and that's sort of like that grinds it to a halt for a player all of a sudden. But that's just me saying that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a
But I
system really
loved it.
designed for PvP, but yeah, I can see your
It's
point.
gonna become PvP because we're players and we're assholes and we got a cat.
Well, and when the objective is to get cocaine, you're going to
Yeah.
betray each other.
Seriously.
Yeah, especially if you're going to play it. It's not just a treasure, it's cocaine, and we're already hopped up on cocaine when the game starts. I mean, let's be honest.
Excuse me.
Like in a normal game, I would not have betrayed the players. But I'm
I
a
don't know.
unicorn, so I'm already
Have you-
haughty. Number 2, it's cocaine, so I'm not sharing. Why would I share the cocaine? So,
I like the fact that you've overanalyzed and justified your behavior in a fucking beer and pretzels cocaine kind of game. I love that, Brian. That your commitment to the role, sir, is astounding.
That
You're
is
very
deep
welcome.
role playing. That's a man spent some
Seriously.
time doing White Wolf in the 90s.
No, I did
No,
not.
okay.
No, he's like a virgin almost when it comes to gaming. It's really he's all theory, no practice. It's creepy.
1000% that. So
That's
So
why
what
I've
do you
been trying to
tell
get him to play one of my games so I can teach him how to play a fucking game.
So what are you guys doing on the Gaming with ADHD podcast?
So basically, I can't decide on. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't want to decide on one specific topic, and I like pretty much anything dealing with tabletop gaming.
Mhm.
So I'll talk miniatures. I'll do paint streams where I'm painting miniatures, or I'll talk board games or role playing or whatever. I know tons of designers all around the industry, so I've done interviews with people. So it's the ADHD is literally don't expect anything specific from my channel. It's just going to be whatever I decide to toss out there.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing for about 15 years now, I guess. So yeah, I feel you.
So for Call the Rocks being a crack pun, you should make it that when the Call the Rocks happen, you roll a d6. If you get a 1, you break one of the crack cocaine rocks and suddenly get a boost. If not, too bad. Really, Cat? Really? The fuck, man?
It's like your co-host.
So when I first got these two assholes, I had a keyboard that had a power button for the computer
Oh.
on it. And at least 5 times a day, these assholes would step on the power button and turn off my computer in the middle of shit. So I got a new keyboard. Now he's figured out where the help button is. So every time he steps on the keyboard, the Google Chrome help page pops up. Asshole. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah. I'd do something with that crack cocaine thing for sure.
Well, we're looking at stretch goals where we add some new content. Considering a stretch goal, I'm going to call the Oops All Owlbears version, where if we meet a certain goal, then we get the art for everyone's an owlbear. There's a swamp owlbear, there's a mountain owlbear, there's a panda owlbear, there's a, and we can, do some new spells too. And we get $50,000. Bear. I keep putting together Bear and Gen X GM. Andrew Collis, Bear, has promised to do the puppet show. No?
Yeah, 50,000. Yeah, 50K. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna have supplements for different drugs? So like mushroom owlbear.
You lie in the field and pontificate about the mysteries of the universe. What?
Dude.
Speedball owlbear.
Speedball owlbear. Cocaine, heroin owlbear, you moved to Portland. I don't know.
That was funny.
All right.
That was fucking funny.
But no, I do think things like that would be kind of interesting. Let's be honest. I mean, just have different drugs, or maybe a way for, instead of just a heist mission, maybe you have to go into cocaine distribution.
Yeah, it's more of a one shot, but yeah, if you guys ever played Honey Heist, it's pretty much the same thing, but you're bears, and you've got this magical honey that you can't get enough of. And it's never implied that it's a drug, but it's kind of implied that it's a drug. and you're breaking into a convention, HoneyCon 2017, I think. And it basically plays out like this did here. So you have two stats: criminal and bear.
It's like my biography.
Yeah.
No, this was fun. I really enjoyed this. This was a good time.
All right, cool.
This would be a fun. Someone's late to show up to the session. Let's play this for 20 minutes. Before the Steve shows up or whatever.
Yeah, and we have merch. You can get this picture behind me on a T-shirt.
Yes, I want this.
I need a cocaine owlbear T-shirt.
I definitely need a cocaine owlbear T-shirt.
You guys want the link for that, or was that too much shilling?
No, shill away, man. That's what we're here
All right.
for.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's Jacob's money. I don't get the
It's fucking Jacob's money, motherfucker.
I actually had a party here in Denver, and someone was just happy wearing the shirt this weekend.
Really?
So, yeah. Well, someone who knows Jacob, so yeah.
Okay. Jacob was in Denver as well?
No, he's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
So Coke Owlbear T-shirt. That's a fucking long link. Yeah. Okay. It's available though. Go figure. Yeah. tinyurl.com. Just put it in the comments, but it's not letting me do it there, so I'll put it in the.
Yeah, you gotta give it to me. I'll put it up. Give it to me on Facebook.
On Facebook, all right, I can do that too. But tinyurl.com/Coke Owlbear T-shirt.
Why you make me type, man?
Sorry,
Bear, he put it in private chat.
It's there too.
There, it's in private chat. Got it. Okay. Thanks,
Hey,
Brian.
Bear, it's in private chat.
Hey, everyone, suck my dick. Sons of bitches.
So, I mean, I realize it's supposed the funny thing is I realize it's supposed to be a one shot, but I'm literally sitting here like, okay, how can we make this better? And not necessarily better's a bad choice of words. I just mean like expand upon it.
How can I make this a weekend event?
Yeah.
Did you have a good time, Brian?
I did. It I think we were a little too hand wavy on a few things. But that's fine. Number one, in a game with Cody, you're gonna have a lot of fun anyways, just because he is really good at getting into it. It was fun.
We could do it as
There
a
just
LARP.
needs to be more. Doing it as a LARP, okay. I'm going to
I would do that.
I would not, because let's be honest, we would probably end up at a furry convention, and that's just not happening.
That's fair.
Hey, man, furries are people too, man.
No,
Yeah,
no, they
dude.
aren't.
Man, they totally are, man. Like, you don't know.
Like, that's just your opinion, man.
It's like your opinion, man.
But I actually do agree with Bear that like I wouldn't even make it a complicated one, but like just a simple hit point system. So like size of the creature,
Yeah, I could see that. Like the non-beholders might have 3 hits. Maybe the dwarves have 2. Just it's going to be combat focused. Maybe because I was thinking it would be a lot more Ocean's 11, but D&D where we're sneaking around. But if it's combat focused, then yeah, maybe you want to have guys who don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. You invited me to something I hate, which is a fucking heist. So I will never sneak around.
Well,
I hate heists.
You didn't
I'm
express
fucking
this
kick
to
the
me.
doors open and shoot everybody in the room. That's how I do a heist.
I might make the hits an option, right?
Yeah, that could be an
Yeah.
rule.
It's just like, hey, this is an option you can have if your group's more combat focused, or you think they're going to take that route. Maybe give them 1 hit each, and maybe like the stronger characters have 2 hits each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 1, 2, or 3. Like the Raven has 1, the Raven, the ferret, like 1. The Owlbear has 3. The deer and the unicorn have 2, something like that.
Unicorns get none. They're fucking cunts, and I hate them. You made me hate unicorns, Brian.
Look,
Forever, Glitterhoof.
just because I got the cocaine.
You died. I killed you.
Actually, I think Randy got the cocaine in the end.
Look, I had it for a while.
I still would have had the mage lightning bolt him in the sky and just lesson for the kids: crime never pays. Don't do drugs. Nancy Reagan's the fucking wizard. That's the big surprise twist ending.
I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I was going to have the wizard do to you guys if he got involved or she got involved.
So Padar said to do hit points equal to the Coke status, which I have to disagree because we're doing the tug of war system on
where it
on
goes
the two
back and
stats.
forth. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll kick it around. There's a few different ways we could do it. So
There's plenty of time before it goes to print to get second edition all squared away.
You could have David Lee Roth as an optional character.
David Lee Roth as an optional character.
how does this work, Randy? You introduced this idea. You run with it.
Reach down between my legs and ease the seat back.
So here's a question I have.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to name all of the magical spells after rock songs?
Not all of them. Gorge Gravity Gale is not.
This is Bat Country.
This is Backcountry is a movie quote.
We were somewhere outside Barstow when the drugs began to kick in.
Call the Rocks is a reference to Labyrinth. Firestarter is a reference to
No.
Happy Little Tree is a reference to what's his name who used to paint on PBS. Nick's Phantom Neon Nunchuck Fury. I just like the concept of a Phantom Swordsman, but with nunchucks. It seemed like a good cocaine spell.
Well, it is the 80s, right?
Yeah,
So there has to be a ninja and an Australian in there somewhere.
All right. Well, I assumed they were rock song titles.
Yeah. Gorge Gravity.
Sean, we're done playing. Would you like to join us, Sean? The link's in the Discord if you want to join in and talk shit. We got another hour before we're done tonight. I got to grab a package left at the door before the porch pirates get it, so I'll be right back.
No worries. The wife is yelling at me, so I should probably drop off too. Nice playing with you guys.
Yeah, Mike. Thanks for the game, man. It was a lot of
Thanks,
fun.
Mike.
Brian, thanks for making it interesting and trying to backstab your party. That was fun. So,
Look, it's my cocaine.
fair enough. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mike. All right. So how you doing, Cody?
Good, man. Good to see you back.
I know, good to be back. I feel like I haven't been here for like a month.
So where were you at? Scotland?
Well, that was one stop.
Oh, okay.
It was England for a week, or London for a week, then a cruise up to Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, regular Ireland, back to England, and then get off the boat.
Awesome.
So
Sounds like a lot of fun.
it was just it was weird because it was 2.5 weeks just like not doing stuff. I mean, we did lots of stuff, but just not like no work. Actually, the best part about work, I took September off.
Oh.
Are we talking about Smug Ass's trip to Europe again?
Cody started it.
Fucking
He went-
Europe.
England.
England. Excuse me. No cat. No, scissors are not for cats. Look at this idiot. Look at him. Look at him.
He just needs a whisker trim.
Yeah. My cousin did that when she was a kid. She cut the whiskers off the family cat to glue them to her stuffed bunny. Fucking cat, man. Like, what torture. Like, Jesus Christ. The name of the cat was Happy, and if I were to go into great detail, all the crazy shit that family did to that cat, like, that cat was not happy, let me tell you. Like, it's sad and funny, but darkly funny. So, I don't know if you guys remember when I got my hand vacuum for cleaning the computer, and then I turned it on and smoke came out of it. Well, I splurged for an actual dustbuster this time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, look at
Fuck
you
it.
being all fancy.
Well, I didn't go to England for it, sir.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
No, I don't.
I don't either. No, it was well, so I'll bring this up. I ended up talking about this a little bit last night. One of the things that I like, and this is actually going to bring it all back, gaming related. So I didn't go into a ton of game stores while I was there, but I realized like there was nothing hardly that was available for sale there that I couldn't get at home.
Yeah, I'd figure.
Yeah.
But it was a little disappointing. Like I remember when I was getting into board games 20 years ago, like you'd see like people would bring out just like a little German board game or like a role-playing game, like Mutant Chronicles, like came out of Sweden, all the stuff from Free League that's out of Sweden. And so I went kind of assuming that I'd be able to find local stuff. But it wasn't. Like any role-playing stuff I saw, it was all Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. That was it.
It's kind of what I expect.
I wasn't expecting it though, and it was really disappointing.
Did you go to did you happen to go to Nottingham?
So I did.
Did you go to Warhammer World?
I did. It was cool.
Yeah.
And disappointing.
I'm sorry, where?
Warhammer World. Basically, games were
boring.
Well, the funny thing is, no, Bear, hold on. The funny thing is, it was kind of boring. Because, okay, they have great models. They have great painters. And they have essentially this giant museum of all of their models.
Yeah, that's really what I'd be interested in. Just the museum.
Well, no,
that's all I want to see at Warhammer World.
Yeah, but this is the word that I've been using essentially since then. It just felt sterile.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of heart in it. I mean, it was done very well. I'm not trying to decry any of the quality of the presentation, but it was just like trying to think of a good kind of comparison.
You know, Cody, I'm gonna punish you for this. You understand that, right? Like there will be punishment in your future.
What is my punishment?
Well, you'll see.
Oh, I gotta wait for it. I don't even get
put you in the box.
Oh, but yeah, no, but that's kind of the thing, like, because I went there and it's like, okay, this is cool. These are cool displays, but like they don't really talk. Well, it's cool displays of models. I can see that pretty much anywhere. So,
well, here's the thing. Did they have? I don't really know what they have there. So, did they have a lot of the older stuff?
No. Like they have like a couple of displays, like here's a
not interested.
Like a 3 foot by 3 foot, display case, and they've got like some old stuff in it. Or like one little display case where there's like a few older models.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all of the displays, all of the stuff that they're showing off is
new stuff,
is typically just new stuff, and it's these big epic displays. But okay, that's why I use the word sterile. It's fine. It's good quality.
I think a better word would be bland.
That's not a bad one, but that's
sterile
but I'm not
like a laboratory,
right. No, exactly, because you could like to me, bland it implies
English
more
cuisine. I understand. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah.
Funny thing, loved all the food that I had there, even traditionally British food that I had. It was great.
Did you go to Foundry Miniatures?
I didn't get to go to Foundry. I wanted to. We were just running out of time. But like I went to Mantic, and it was a tiny little operation. It was absolutely ghetto. They had just like IKEA display cases.
Well, it's Mantic. That's
Right.
kind of what I expect.
But you know what? I had so much more fun looking at their display cases that are clearly like some guy in the office that was making it. You know, it had more heart than I felt that there was at the Games Workshop.
Okay. Bear, what do you want to talk about? Star Trek?
No. Keep going, please. This is absolutely fascinating.
I'm trying to relate it to gaming stuff because, like,
listen. The longer you spend around me, the more you're going to realize I play shit for comedy.
Okay, fair.
Can we go? Well, can you talk about England again? Is comedy? It's not. I don't give a fuck. Talk about England all you want, man.
Well, but it again, like, so the Warhammer world versus
and
Mantic.
yes, I want to talk about Star Trek, Cody, but fuck you.
No, hey, I'll talk Star Trek. I got no problems with
That's
that.
okay. We're going to talk about England.
That way we could just slowly lose viewers again and just naturally kill the stream.
Last night we learned the more you talk about Star Trek, the less viewers you have.
But the thing is, like looking at gaming, I mean, I look at like D&D 5th edition the same way. It just feels sterile and corporate. Whereas like Cocaine Owlbear, okay, it was a little
feel corporate.
No, it did not.
No,
it was, but that, like, it was a little rough, and we talked about ways that it could be improved afterwards, which I think was totally awesome. But you could tell that there's a lot more heart behind what Mike's doing, even for essentially what's a parody product, as opposed to anything that we're getting out of Wizards of the Coast.
Everything that's coming out of Wizards these days feels like by committee for committee. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I've often said nothing good can come out of a committee, and the exception that proves the rule is yesterday's Enterprise, a fantastic episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. But that's besides the point. I didn't mean to segue into Star Trek. I'm just saying that committee never produces good. It does once in a blue moon, but normally it doesn't. Hey, Sergeant Dan, what's up? Yeah, you want the link to come join us, Sergeant Dan? We're just shooting the shit until 10 o'clock ish. So if you want to join us, man, let me know. I'll give you the link. Actually, fuck it. Here, let's roll the dice and see if we can just fucking have a crazy time now that we've done all the game shit.
Well, I was gonna say the other difference is, you know, all these game companies back in the day were gamers. They cared about games, producing games. Nowadays, it's all publicly traded big corporation or corporate conglomerates.
Let me ask you a question. How can the stewards of D&D, who are very Denethor these days, but how can the stewards of D&D be creating a new D&D when over 75% of them are playing 4th edition in their home games?
Yeah.
Think about that's a stat that I hadn't heard.
I don't know this stat.
Perkins runs 4th edition. Crawford runs 4th edition. What's his name? The guy that they moved off to Magic. Merle's played 4th edition. And specifically ran a Nentir Vale campaign. Like, these guys don't even play their own fucking game unless they're doing it in public or at an event. So how can we expect them to make a good game when they're not even making the game they play anymore? You know, like,
you mean playing the game they make?
Oh, shut up.
No, I'm
tired.
That's fine. I'm just making
I've
sure
been
we're
talking for 2 weeks. I'm allowed to say stupid shit. You knew what I meant.
I know. I was just clarifying.
Pedantic unicorn. Fuck. You knew what I meant.
Look, it's my cocaine.
That's the clip, by the way. If you ever want to get me demonetized, that's the clip.
Oh no!
But if they're not even playing the game they're designing anymore, why should we care what they design? Then, when it's completely watered down, it's completely desaturated, it's completely homogenized, and it's completely committee designed, there's no benefit to it anymore. There's nothing good about it anymore.
So
I kind of feel people who are still playing 5th edition and now the new one version that's coming out religiously are like people who watch Star Trek Discovery or all the new Star Trek stuff because it's Star Trek. I have to watch it, but it's not. It's not Star Trek, and it's okay not to. Well, this isn't D&D anymore. Like, I hate that they've gotten me to that point where it's not. I would argue with people, it's still D&D because they call it D&D and they own D&D, therefore it's D&D. But now I'm starting to go, no, they're right. It's not fucking D&D anymore. It's some other game that it's almost like they made a clone of D&D at this point, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Don't support them. Go buy Cocaine Owlbear.
Yeah, exactly. We've breached the gates. Hawkman, die.
No, I don't understand it either when there's so many other options around. It's the same with Games Workshop, like we were talking about Warhammer. Why would you play Warhammer? The game sucks. The models are too expensive. You've got all these options now for all this stuff. Why not just go be free? There's so many options now.
Cody, you're the kind of guy who would listen to Echo and the Bunnymen while everybody else was listening to Wham. You understand?
Sure. Well, yeah,
Wham had some good songs. Sure, they did some interesting shit, but Echo and the Bunnymen were way cooler, right?
Oh yeah.
Sushi and the Banshees were way fucking cooler.
Oh yeah,
but
fuck yeah.
Stevie Nicks sold more albums. Not that I have anything against Stevie Nicks.
No, yes, Stevie Nicks, cool.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Sunk cost fallacy. Okay.
No,
explain.
Okay, so why do people insist on playing Warhammer over Kings of War or like any other miniatures game? I've already spent a few $1,000s on Warhammer. Why am I going to go play this other game?
Yeah.
Well, you got miniatures you can use for 1,000 other games.
I get that, but I'm just saying they've already spent
better
the money.
Games.
Games are going to put out codexes that invalidate your armies.
Why not just stick with the old rules that you loved playing like I do? Why play the shitty new rules?
I don't disagree with you.
We're having an intervention, Brian, whether you like it or not.
There's nothing to intervene.
I'm just giving counter arguments, right?
No, I'm just talking about the general player.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at, I've already spent a few $1,000s. I'm not going to buy a new game. I'm not going to, all of my friends are playing this game, so we're going to keep playing this game. And it's very much the same.
Nazis.
It is.
No, it's true. Like that joiner mentality that everybody else is, so I should too mentality. It's what our parents warned us about. Well, if Billy went and jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too? Like, that mentality. But it's true.
Generally that's the reason why people keep playing these games is because everybody else is playing it.
Oh, I guess I should. How do we get D&D 5e players to even try and consider OSC?
I know.
And then when their characters started dying off, like fucking like the Black Death had ripped through the campaign all of a sudden, they weren't into it anymore. They wanted to go back to the game where their character could survive and they could enjoy the character for a longer period of time. And I understood that.
I get that. But you could also, with old school D&D, you can house rule things really easy, right?
Yes.
So you're like, okay, so you don't enjoy dying off like flies. All right. So let's modify some things. Maybe we'll do -10 hit points. Maybe we'll do shatter the shield rule. Maybe we'll do fate points. Maybe we'll do whatever, but let's
look upset.
No, I'm just listening.
That was like the saddest face I ever saw. Was like, they didn't take my Warhammer shit seriously.
No, that's not it at all. I'm good.
Look, not to turn this into a let's bag on the big companies, but let's bag on the big companies.
Let's do it.
There is a disconnect between Games Workshop and their players. There is a disconnect between WotC and their players. There is even basic role-playing Chaosium has a disconnect between themselves and their players. There comes a point when a company gets to the size where they disconnect from their fan base, right? That's why I can respect the Troll Lords with the Castles and Crusades. They've never left their fan base behind. I can respect Free League because even they're doing a bunch of crazy shit, they build bridges with their fans all the time. But it comes down to corporate ownership. And this is the big problem with corporate ownership, because it's just a cow to be milked until it's dry. And I
Yep.
hate that this is who is in charge of the term Dungeons and Dragons. I think if WotC had never been bought by Hasbro, we would have been fine. But I think when the minute WotC got bought by Hasbro, the future was sealed. The fate was fait accompli. It's done. They're going to turn into a corporate product. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
No, no, I think you're right, and it is also one of those issues of, unfortunately, D&D has the brand recognition.
Sure.
No one's ever going to be like, oh, well, are you going to your role-playing game? No, are you going to D&D tonight? Doesn't matter what game you're playing.
Kleenex. It's
Yeah. So I guess the main question would be, what do we do, or what can be done to get other people trying new games?
What we've been doing all along. One person at a time. One table at a time. One game at a time. One session at a time. I'm shocked at the amount of response Bastard Sword gets. I'm shocked that it's a copper bestseller as a pre-beta on Drive-Thru RPG. I'm shocked, like stunned, but one person at a time. It's the only way to do it. You can't fight Goliath. We don't have the slingshot to do it. We just don't. So we have to accept that Hasbro is going to run D&D into the ground until they get tired of it, and then they're going to stick it in a vault, and it's going to go away. Look at what they're doing right now with their VTT. Like, even their diehards are talking shit about them right now, about the D&D Beyond VTT, which is pretty scary, to see them talking shit about it. But at the same time, don't forget, we also had to deal with a reality where everybody turned on them like they were, the Tartars or something when they did that OGL fuck up, and now everybody's back. All those channels are all making 5e and 1D&D and D&D whatever videos again. That's where we are. I know tons of people running 5e games who all agree with us, but they're running 5e because that is the saveur du jour. It's the flavor of the day. It's just the way it is. And it sucks that that's the way it is. But just like I don't need to go see another Alien movie, just like I don't need to watch another Star Trek series, just like I don't need to pick up another Marvel comic, I still have the stuff I like. And I'm good. And it's not my job nor my place to change the hobby. It's my job and my place to have fun playing games. And yeah, like he says, here, look, this is perfect. 5e means you won't want for players. They may not be the players you want, but they're the players you deserve.
Right.
Jesus.
Well, I just don't run 5th edition. I run what I'm going to run, and I'm like, hey, I just tell my players straight up, I'm not going to run 5th edition. I'm not going to run Pathfinder 2nd edition. There's just certain games I don't like. I'm not going to run them. You can run them. I always say that. Hey, if you want to run the game, I'll play. But I'm not going to run that game. I'm going to run, these games, these 4 or 5 games. This is what I like. This is what I'll run. What do you guys want to play? Okay, cool. This is what we're going to play. Oh, you don't want to play? See ya. Peace. I don't care if I have 2 or 3 guys left at the table. As long as we're having fun, having a good time, that's all that matters to me. If I'm not having fun, what's the point, right?
Sure.
It doesn't matter what edition.
Right, exactly.
So, if you're not having fun, you can be playing 1E with the ghost of Gary Gygax at your table. If you're not having fun, who gives a fuck? It's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So play what you want to play.
Play Cocaine Owlbear.
Coming soon to Kickstarter.
Coming soon from Fainting Goat Games. It's so weird not having my books behind me, by the way.
It looks weird.
It's weird. Kind of freaks me out a little bit. To be honest, I don't. No, sir. No, sir. I don't like it.
No,
Don't
sir.
like it one bit.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
But okay. Jason says, I'm lucky that I've got two 20-year-old. Are they in the basement? Do you feed them? Are their parents missing them? Have there been Amber Alerts yet for the two 20-year-olds you're keeping? 20-plus-year-old groups like, talk to them both into playing anything. Well, at least almost try anything. Yeah. There you go. I was on Yogg's podcast before I came here tonight, and we were talking about stuff, and I was saying, like, my players have the ones who played with me for decades now. I can't fool them. I can't entice them into. I have to literally sugarcoat and chocolate pile anything I want them to pull a lever on because they don't trust me anymore. Because I've fucked them over so many times as a DM with like things that seemed that it's like they don't want. They're like, I'm not touching shit. They're like me in Call of Cthulhu. I'm not reading that. Why not? Because reading is bad in this game. Like, don't read anything.
Or like,
I mean, that's just general players in general, you know, that have been playing for a long time. We're like super paranoid and cautious. You know, if I'm playing in a game, well, I mean, I'll go over and about, but if it's certain things like reading a book, I'm like, no, don't read the book. Don't read the book.
I still like the idea that Jason's got 20-year-olds in his basement that he's forcing to role play, like Buffalo Bill. It rolls the dice or it gets the hose.
Rolls the dice or it gets the hose.
I DM me. Would you DM me? Anyway, we get off on that fucking tangent.
Goodbye, horses.
Okay, we're obviously all crazy people. So Star Trek. Okay, so it's a shed out back.
It's a
Fucking
shed
Alabama.
out back.
Fucking Alabama. It's a shed down the holler. So I started reading some Star Trek stuff in bed last night before I passed out. Right? I was like, I'm going to read some Star Trek stuff because it's Star Trek. And I started going through FASA. I swear to God, kill me. I want to fucking write a new edition of the FASA game.
Really? I thought you were all about Lug last night.
No, I love Lug, but
Yeah.
It tasks me. It tasks me, and I shall have it.
Okay. My
Nice.
only criticism of that decision
I didn't say it was a decision.
or that desire.
Thank
Whatever.
you. Thank you.
Finish Bastard Sword first.
Bastard Sword is a work in progress. Eat a bag of dicks. You want it to be finished? Help.
That's fair.
That's my answer. I literally showed you guys how to build magic spells and said, please start converting magic spells. And Chris wrote a bunch of really cool spells, and one other person converted a spell, and then everybody fucking vanished on me.
I haven't even had a chance to read it yet. So I'm not my point is don't get distracted from Bastard Sword by going to Star Trek.
Listen. Number one. Number two. Number three. It's not a question of distraction. It's a question of sometimes you need to change pace for a little bit to get your brain back in order to write what you're working on because you're too close to it and it's lost that power. You're like, okay, I need to step away and do something else for a little bit. So right now, writing on Bastard Sword is stalled out. I haven't written much. I've written a little bit in the last month, but I've been so getting ready for this fucking move that I can't even think about Bastard Sword at this point in time. I literally took my trio of support monkeys that are supposed to help me with all this and said, look, here's a document. This is stuff I need to convert. Please take a look at it and come up with some ideas. One of them has come up with some ideas, and it's all based around the stuff he volunteered. The other two are like, you sons of bitches. You want this game out? Help me. I can't do it all on my own. I can edit, I can direct, I can guide. But at this point, if you want to see this fucking game before summer of next year, help me. So Tony's doing monsters. That's a big help. Now I just need someone to start doing some spells because that'll be a big help. And then I need someone to kick the fucking can with me on the special abilities and talents so we can flesh that out, get a little more stuff in there. And then once all that's ready, we have a nice skeleton to release and get out there into the world for play testing and get feedback from people, and then be able to take it to a finished product. But having me write it all by myself, well, it's going to take the time it's going to take, and that's just the way it is. Can't rush it. It happens at its pace. No one's paying me to do this. I'm not making money to write this game. So,
Right.
I can't treat it like a job where I just focus on that for a month and get it done. I envy the guys who have that luxury and have the ability to do that. I envy the guys who can get enough money to live while they're writing a game. But I have a job and I have a life and I have other things I have to deal with. So therefore, things get written when I have space and time to do them. But given that this may be the last 4-Color Cafe because of shitty internet, I might suddenly have a lot more time because there'll be a lot less live streaming, sadly. I might actually go back to making content videos again.
Right.
Brian, you always look like you want to cry after I'm done talking.
No. No, I totally understand that. That it wasn't
I know.
it
You don't have to defend yourself. I know what you were going for. I got the sentiment, but I also wanted you to understand the ground you're walking on.
okay. So, and I have wanted to help, but number one,
Okay.
busy. Number two, ADHD.
Number 3.
no, it's not. It's not that. It's no, I just my brain hasn't locked in on it.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not expecting people to help, but the people who did volunteer to help when I asked for help kind of started to vanish into the woodwork a little bit. And that left me going, okay, well, all right, I'm doing this on my own. Got it.
right.
And I'll do it on my own. But if I'm doing it on my own, it happens as it happens. It can't be rushed. It will be an inferior, shitty product. If you guys wanted a game, you all would have told me just to do an OSE clone, and I would have done that, and it'd be out and on the market already. But everybody encouraged me to do what I'm doing. So if I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm going to do it right.
Sure. So
Thank you, Beans.
all right. So then, really quick, going back to Star Trek because I know everybody loves that subject.
Oh yeah, we got 9 viewers right now. Let's see if we can kill that number. Let's talk Star Trek.
Well, no, but it's good. It's still going to be game related. So I never played the FOSSA Star Trek.
Yeah, it's a
What
roll
is it?
under percentile system.
Okay, so why is it that you're encouraged to or excited about recreating that game?
1, it's the first role-playing game I ever played. 2, it's my favorite version of Star Trek ever. 3, it
Okay, what makes it the best version of Star Trek ever?
never said it was the best version of Star Trek ever. Never said that.
I thought that's what
The
you said.
setting, FOSSA Trek, is my favorite Star Trek setting.
Favorite Star Trek setting. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the best Star Trek game. The best Star Trek game easily was Lug Trek. That was the best game. But Lug Trek was designed for next gen DS9. It has that feel in its DNA. Even when they did the TOS version, it still had that feel to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas FOSSA Trek was
Yeah.
designed during the movie era,
Okay.
which is my favorite Star Trek era.
Best uniforms. That was almost as good as your Doctor Who intro.
Hey, Mike, you like Star Trek? You'll stick around. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, buddy. But no, it's not like a burning passion inside me. It's just a thought I had last night as I was reading this stuff. I was going, fuck, what would I change? What would I fix? What would I get rid of? And I was like, oh God, no, stop. Don't do this. This is not a good thing. This is a fool's fucking errand, you know? So I stopped. And I didn't do it. What is this Doctor Who intro I missed? What was this? Was it on your channel? Oh yeah, when you did the Time Lords game review.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I
little-
had
the
that
little
fucking
opening.
game, by the way. I had that game when it came
Oh,
out.
did you?
I bought it at Hobby International. So we used
Wow,
to have
I'm impressed.
we used to have 3 really good hobby shops in Montreal. We had Hobby World, Hobby International, and Kangaroo. Hobby World was its own building, which was like really weird. It was like this only. It was like what you expected in the 80s. a fucking train model gamer store to be. You know what I mean? It was that. It was dingy. It was, but they had weird shit, and it was fun to go there and look for stuff you never saw before. Hobby International was like a little more upscale. You know, a little more like it was a big store. They had lots of stuff and they carried lots of product, but it was a little more upscale, a little cleaner. It was in the university district, so it was a little more, ooh. And then Kangaroo Hobbies was in a mall. And they had board games and toys, but they had a really good role-playing section and they had a really good model train section. So you'd get that sort of bleed over. So we used to have that. Now we don't have that shit anymore. There's none of that in Montreal anymore, And that's the thing. Yeah, I'm thinking about running a Star Trek game. Insert name here. It's just it's a player thing. It's picking the right players. It's doing it like it's a lot of like conditionals, and it is what it is. I know Zane and Bunny want to play Star Trek, but I don't know if they want to play my Star Trek.
Space, the final frontier. Can I play the Star Trek game?
The
final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise.
So real quick, because I'm not committing. I'm not committing to like a long-running weekly game, but
Ryan.
I did just get rid of a kid, which means,
Did you sell him to Jason, who keeps him in his shed in the back of his yard and forces him to role play?
No, he went to Mexico and is on his way to Argentina. So, but the short answer is evenings are a little bit more flexible for me being able to get on the computer. So,
no, I understand, and who knows? We'll see what happens. Anything could happen. Saw that listing on eBay. What listing on eBay?
I'd be willing to try a Star Trek game.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Not sure I'm going to run one, but thank you. What's that? Oh, cute.
Cheddar.
Yeah. And it's autographed.
It was. I met him. Cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah. He was really
cool.
When
he was like still younger, or was it more like recent super bloated space guy?
Yeah, it was about 10 years ago when I met him.
Yeah, so he wasn't quite bloated yet.
Yeah.
I saw that listing on eBay for Brian's kid. You're funny. You're a funny guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to get this move done on Sunday, and then I can settle into my new life and figure out all my shit. Like, I don't even know where all my books are going to go in the new place yet, because there's no room for bookshelves. You know what I mean? So they might just live in plastic tubs for the rest of my existence. I don't know. Fuck, It's fucked up.
But words are not working right now.
French fried potatoes. What's up there, Sling Blade? Shatner. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. Everything is up in the air right now, and when it lands, I'll have a better idea of what I need to pick up, what I need to dust off, and what I need to put away. Bear, did I get a coffin hotel? No, I got a 1-bedroom, but it's smaller than this place and laid out differently, so there's not really a good spot to put bookshelves, and that's the problem, because it is very the real estate within it is very limited. The kitchen's tiny, the tiny kitchen. And I want to set up a gaming table area where the dining room table goes right next to the kitchen and the bathroom, but it's not a big space. Like I could put like a round poker table there or something like that. So if I put bookshelves there, well, there'll be no room for anything else at that point in time, and I gotta really make choices about what I'm going to do and where I'm going to put stuff. The big problem is this computer setup I have, plus I got to put my work computer right beside it. So that's going to take up most of the living room. Except for a love seat, and then I'll try and put my 40-inch TV behind the work thing, get it a bit higher so I can sit on the couch and at least watch a movie or something, But I don't have space for bookshelves. That's the problem. Unless I get rid of the love seat, and then that's a different story at that point in time. But I kind of want to have a love seat. I haven't had a couch here for 5 years, And I miss having a couch. I miss being able to just sit down on the couch and watch a movie. Like I really, really miss that. And what I
Let's be
do right
honest.
now is it's in my bedroom. I have my TV and my Xbox for Blu-rays with my little Apple TV for my streaming. And that's nice because I can just lie in my bed and watch movies. But the bedroom I'm moving to is tiny. Like I can't even take my queen size. It's got a double that I get from they got me from the landlady's really nice lady. But it's only you can only fit a double in this room. You can't fit a queen size. So I can't put the TV in because where the TV would go is where the fucking sliding fucking doors for the closet is. You know what I mean? They take up the whole side of the room. So space is limited, and I don't know how I'm going to fucking negotiate. My China hutch is staying behind. You know, it's all this kind of shit. I've had to really downsize my life for this, and I'm not happy about it. But
How much space are you losing?
I don't know. I would say probably half.
Wow.
Half the
Wow.
space I have here. And that's life.
Yay, landlords.
Huh?
I said, yay, landlords.
Well, she sold the house, and I understood why she needed to sell the house because the interest rates have gone so high in Canada that it was costing her, multiple $1,000s extra a month to have this house, which wasn't good for her. And the new landlords, when they show up, I'm paying $650 a month here. This place on the market right now is a $1,400 place, but I've been here for so long, my rent has barely gone up. Now, it was clear they're going to come in and gut this place out and renovate it, which it needs. And then they're going to turn around and rent it for $1,500, $1,600 next year, which means next year they were not going to renew my lease. They didn't say anything, but it was evident they're not going to renew my lease. So I'm not going to stay. So I figured get out now before we see the price spike that we're going to see, because we've already seen one price spike in rent, and they're predicting they're not coming down because there's still not enough rental places in Canada. So the prices are just going to keep going up. And I don't want to be looking for a place next year when it's $1,500 to $2,000. You know what I mean? Right now, I got lucky. The place I got is 1 bedroom, little living room, little dining room, nice sized bathroom, small kitchen, $800 all included. Everything.
That's good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But if I were to go find that next year, I'm sure a similar type place would be $1,500-$1,600 a month. And I just don't make, and I have a good job, but I don't make that kind of money.
Right.
And this is what's happening in Canada right now is we're getting priced out of a zone where people with full-time jobs that are making decent money can't afford to live here anymore. And no one seems to think this is a problem on some level. And they come up with asinine statistics like the average Canadian salary is $65,000 a year. I ain't making $65,000 a year. I'm dragging that average down clearly. And so is everyone else I know. So it's we're kind of getting fucked hard. So I had to move. So I got this deal. I took the deal. And Sunday I move. That'll be nice. It'll be over. It'll be done. And then I can figure shit out. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. Don't know.
Yeah. No, it's and that's unfortunately, I mean that I think is not just you and not just Canada. Yes, Canada has its own specific issues.
We are currently the biggest bubble in the G20. Canada is the highest. Like, it's not just Canada, but we're the worst of the lot right now. Like, I've been watching tons of stuff about this. It's like we are the worst, and it's going to pop, and it's going to be ugly. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't know where I was going. You distracted me.
My plan came to fruition. No, the economy shit the world over right now, and we're clearly on a paradigm shift. We're about to have a clear paradigm shift that's going to either make or break us. You know what I mean? And a friend of mine was saying, do you think prices are going to come down? I went, in my fucking life. Mike Percival, ironically, just shared something on Facebook that I have to show you guys because I don't know if you know, but I'm in that movie.
When you order a Klingon from Wish.
But I'm in Battlefield Earth.
You were in Battlefield Earth?
Oh, yes, sir.
Nice. Okay. Battlefield Earth. Not a horrible book. I kind of enjoyed that one. Mission Earth. is degenerate, vile trash, and I'm ashamed to say I've read all of it.
I don't even know what
Thank
that
you,
is.
Mike. You're so sweet.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway,
L. Ron
That's what
Hubbard.
Oh,
Ron
okay,
Hubbard,
yeah.
man.
Degenerate trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Battlefield Earth, pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Mission
good book.
Earth, degenerate trash. So,
What you gonna do? It is what it is.
but
A friend of mine tried to get me into Scientology when I was in my 20s, and I'm like, fuck no. What's wrong with you?
I just grew up Mormon. Oh, I'm just kidding. I mean, I still am, but you know.
Wow. It's my shitty Owen Wilson. Wow.
Oh, there's one. The new Haunted Mansion movie
Haven't seen it.
What?
doesn't suck.
Haven't seen it.
I'm just
know.
saying. I mean, if it comes across and you want to watch it, it's actually pretty decent.
Well, it has no Eddie Murphy in it, so no.
Wait, you're saying you would prefer it with Eddie Murphy in it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Bad Eddie Murphy movies are awesome.
So
They're
I haven't
so much
watched that
fun.
one. No, it like so on the cruise, because it was the Disney cruise. Like it was one night we were just bored and
Mistake number one.
we'll talk about that off stream, but it was our friends wanted to go see it, so we're like, you know what, let's go, because it was in one of the big theaters there. And the thing is, we're like, well, we won't have to pay for it when we get home. And we all walked out of it. It's like, this is actually pretty decent. It actually had a decent story. Danny DeVito was hilarious. Owen Wilson was really funny. Yeah, right. That's what reminded me of it. So just throwing it out there that
Oh, well. Danny DeVito, you say?
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, it's Danny DeVito.
I'm just saying, I wasn't
That's some
expecting to
fucking
enjoy
star
it.
power.
I literally thought it was just going to be a couple of hours of, well, it could have sucked worse. And we all walked out enjoying it.
It was like the first time I had sex. Well, it could have sucked worse.
It sucked worse.
Good God. You guys ever see Hudson Hawk?
Nope.
Watch it. Open your mind, watch it, and then we'll talk. I want to see. It's my litmus test. Hudson Hawk is the movie I use with people to see if we can talk film. It's true. I absolutely adore it as a film. And it's weird and it's funny and it's stupid and I love it and it's eminently quotable. You know.
I mean, it's got Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah. And they had to spend a bunch of money CGIing his bald spot out, which is really funny. A full $1 million of the budget went to getting rid of his fucking bald spot. Well, welcome home, Sergeant Dan. We're going to be wrapping this up in about 8 minutes. So I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Maybe if I ever do this again, God, I feel anxious about the fact that I'm going to have shit internet.
What were you saying the bandwidth or the speed test was on it?
50 megabits per second down, 5 megabits per second up. So it's ADSL.
Damn, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Which to me, ADSL means attention deficit second language. But yeah, it's sad. Like this entire city is a modern city, but for some reason that neighborhood they haven't put the fiber optic lines in. You know?
No, we don't have fiber optics here.
Yeah, you live in Tennessee, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that internet. I hear they
Barbara, what you call it?
They got strange ideas on that internet, don't they?
Well,
You just take that cable and you like it, buddy.
Yeah, I can't even get the cable internet, which is the sad part, because otherwise then I'd at least have 100 megabits per second or even 200, and I was willing to pay for it, but nope, no street address with the Canada Post, so I can't have an installation, which makes no sense.
Well, what doesn't make sense is every other major city in Tennessee does have fiber optic, except for Nashville.
Nashville doesn't
Explain
have
that.
fiber optic. That's so weird.
Well, it does, but it doesn't have it citywide. So most places in Nashville don't have fiber optic.
Well, and some people said, well, get Starlink. One, I'd have to get permission from her to put a satellite on her roof. That's always a fun thing to have a conversation with your landlord.
Oh, yeah.
Second, it costs $100 and something a month. Third, there's almost $1,000 installation fee that does not get waived. And fourth, I've seen what Mr. Max has. He has Starlink, and he has the shittiest internet I've ever seen.
Right.
So there's no appeal there for Starlink for me. It's not like ooh. And then Rogers had a 5G dongle you could get for your internet, and it wasn't bad. Like the speed was 100 megabits in both directions or something like that. But they had I'm just gonna check it. Hang on, Rogers high speed internet. I gotta see, because I remember looking at it and going, oh, this looks like it could be okay. And then I got to their limit per month on bandwidth, and it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? 5G, here we go. 5G home internet. Hang on, I'm going to show you guys this just so you can see how badly we get raped.
I'm assuming Rogers is the cell phone company.
Yeah. So 5G powered, $60 a month if you bundle, if not, whatever, blah, 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 blah. $55 a month. I get 500 gigabyte at high speeds. That's great. Download up to 3 megabits per second. 3 megabits per second.
Holy
Upload
shit.
at 10 megabits per second. Download at 5 megabits per second with a 500 gigabyte monthly limit, and then they throttle you down to 20 megabits per second.
Wow.
I use 3 times that in a month on bandwidth.
Yeah.
I was gonna say normally the default's like a terabyte, and then like for us, we like once we went work from home, and I started streaming everything like all day long, and then the number of people in the house, it's like, and we're just gonna pay for unlimited. So
yeah. No, they don't even offer unlimited, and that's the problem, right? There's no unlimited option with them. So it's just kind of shitty, like, oh,
Sure.
You got download of 50 megabits and upload of 5 megabits. Okay, that's nice. After 500 gigabyte, though, you're at 20 and 4. What?
Yeah.
What? That's not good. So it's not that great, and I just hate that they limit you. Like, that's the thing that drives me nuts, is the data cap. And that's what Canada is, by the way, for our mobile. We have the worst in the entire G7. Canada has the highest internet and mobile pricing in the world. We get fucked because there are 3 major companies here: Bell, TELUS, and Rogers. They're the big ones. And every time a competitor tries to come in the market from the US to try and offer something competitive and bring the pricing down, those 3 suddenly become best friends, run to the government, and get the government to prevent it from happening, because they're Canadian companies, so they should be definitely protected from those American invaders. Welcome to Canada. It's insane. Insane. Enjoy your AOL. Yeah, no shit, man.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. Pattern baldness.
I know you said you were talking to you were trying to talk to the landlady about, like, you'll pay for the upgrade.
No, she wasn't taking the deal, because she didn't want the modem to not be in her apartment. So, and if they're out of town and the internet goes down and I need to work, but I can't connect to the internet, she's like, I'd feel really bad that you couldn't work, but I'm not going to give you access to my house to go fix the modem. And I'm like, no, that's valid. That's completely valid.
Sure.
So that wasn't a deal. What I do need to do is I can find out, hey, Chris, what I can do is I'm going to talk to my friend who works at Videotron, the cable company, and see, can we install a second account at the same address? Because I can just use her street address because it's technically my street address, and say, we just want to install a separate internet in the basement of the address, and see if they're willing to do that. And if they're willing to do that, then I'll get high speed through Videotron again.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, hi, Chris, and male pattern baldness riff. It's from I think it's Rift Tracks or MST3K. That one there. You've got male pattern baldness. No one likes a braggart, Baron G Rock. No one likes a braggart. Like literally what he's doing, it's like standing in front of a guy who's crawling out of the desert and really thirsty, and he's like, I've got so much water. Oh my God. I don't know. I just poured out. He's just giving me water. So it sucks. It sucks, and it is what it is, and I'm gonna make do, and we'll see what becomes of this.
What he's doing there is kind of like having a wet t-shirt contest in front of you as you're coming out of the desert.
Brutal, just brutal. Yeah, well, exactly. It's not Time Chasers. Thank you, Malachi. That's the episode. Yeah, it is what it is. It's Canada. Not much I can do about it. I'm gonna find out. I'll inquire and I'll see. I'll talk to my friend who works at Videotron, see if she can give me the answer. And if she can give me the answer, then I'll get high speed through them and life will be great. Because I don't have the one nice part about Bell, no contract. You can cancel your internet subscription anytime you want without penalty. So that's kind of nice. That makes me happy, because until they have fiber optic in that neighborhood, like I have here, I have Bell fiber optic here, and it's fantastic. You know, like I'm so happy I got it. But now we can do. All right, boys, I'm tired, and now I'm depressed. So that was fun. I just fucking want to talk about Star Trek, man, but you guys made me depressed. Thanks.
I was willing to talk about Star Trek.
Fuck you. You gave me shit about writing. You started this depression train. No,
well,
I'm fucking with you. Relax.
I ruin everything. Ask my kids.
You do. My best friend Mike is always, that's his favorite joke ever. He's always like, ruining everything since 1968. He's like, yeah, it's true, Mike. You suck, but what are you gonna do? That was fun. Cocaine Owlbear was fun. That was a fun time.
Yep, it'll be good. Definitely looking forward to the Kickstarter coming soon from Fainting Goat Games.
Yes, indeed. Anything you want to show, Cody?
Not particularly. I am doing OSE session 1 Sunday night, and we are continuing the Lord of the Rings book club. If any of you nerds want to join in on that, which nobody's really interested in joining in on that except for me and Andy.
I don't recall getting an invite. And for the record,
everybody's invited. Come on,
Europe.
And for the record, I've never read Lord of the Rings.
Oh, well, come read it with us. We're reading it right now. No, we'll be discussing. We're reading chapters 1 through 6, and we'll be discussing that next weekend. And of course, every week I do a video right now. Yesterday, actually, I posted a video about Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game. And we'll be continuing that next week as well.
Awesome. So,
Brian, anything you need to show?
Nothing that I haven't already. Basically back from vacation, trying to get myself back into a groove of actually doing stuff. So, you know, it's typical gaming with ADHD. You know, show up, there'll be stuff. You know, you might be interested, you might not.
There you go. As for us, we'll see if we're going to be having live streams in the future. We'll test one out next week and Wednesday and see if it works for us. And otherwise, who knows? We didn't get any super chats. We didn't meet the match. We didn't get the limit. So October we'll reset if we're live and start over again. And hopefully by the end of October we'll at least be able to give away 2 goddamn gift cards. And don't forget, at 2,000 subscribers, all the members for $1 a month will be entered into a draw for the really awesome print edition of the Unnatural selections from Dungeon Damsel. And that'll be hopefully we'll reach that number before it actually gets shipped, so I don't have to deal with Canadian to US shipping again. God, that's a nightmare. Otherwise, no games this weekend, no game Friday night, no chill stream Saturday, because I got to pack up all this electronic equipment and get it ready to move on Sunday, and I'll be moving to my old laptop as my means of being on the internet. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next week I'll be back with some videos, and at the very least, if the live streaming doesn't work anymore, I guess I'll go back to creating content and see how that works out.
Hooray!
Peace, love, geek, and we'll see you when we see you.
Night, everybody.
See ya.